Nobody cares about you or what you sell. What they care about is their problem. Now, if that sounds like horrible news to you, you haven't understood it fully. It's actually good news, and here's why. If you're talking about someone's problem, they're fascinated. This is because we're entirely goal-oriented creatures. We literally see the world based on the kind of goals that we set. So we see goals, we see obstacles or problems, and then we see tools that allow us to overcome or solve the problem to get to the goal, right? We almost never see the world in any other way. It's very difficult to do so. And the people who do, we either call them geniuses or call them insane. So here's an example. Wile E. Coyote, super genius. So what's his goal? Well, he wants to eat the Roadrunner. And his problem is the Roadrunner is very, very fast. And the Acme Corporation uses this problem to sell the Coyote a lot of products. How do you sell a Coyote a giant rubber band? Well, you see, it's right on the box. See, it says 4 tripping Roadrunners. The Coyote has a goal. You make it very clear how your product will help the Coyote reach that goal, and the Coyote will buy it. But what you shouldn't do is this. I mean, there are a lot of things in this picture that you shouldn't do. Number one, don't make pills that create earthquakes. Earthquakes are bad. But this tagline assumes that someone wants the product merely because it's the product. I mean, I love it. It's absurd. Why wait, indeed? Make your own earthquakes. But how about a different problem for the same product? Acme demolition pills get rid of unwanted structures in minutes, avoid dangerous and expensive explosives. See, now we've got 2 problems. I don't want to pay a demolition firm so much money to knock over this building, and maybe I'm afraid of explosives and the liability they generate. So, how do you sell an Acme jet motor to the Coyote? What you don't do is this. You can have details and technical specs, the top speed, fuel efficiency, accolades, all that stuff. But most people use all these technical specs and facts and details, but they don't close the loop to the benefit that they provide, right? This is far better. Sick of being outrun. Isn't it time to get serious about catching that Roadrunner? Now, you might think that this top speed of 535 miles per hour is interesting, especially, if you know something about the market, the industry, right? This is a really fantastic top speed. But this is what the Coyote is trying to understand. 74 miles per hour faster than the fastest Roadrunner. So let's leave the cartoons behind and look at a real-world site. Do I need a CRM? Well, maybe I know that I do, but I only need it for something else, right? Nobody wants a CRM. They want what the CRM does for them. This is sell the hole, not the shovel. The people who make shovels are so invested in how awesome their shovel is that they will wax poetic about how well made and innovative it is. They'll talk about triple-folded Damascus steel blade, its artisanal hickory handle, its stamped non-slip edge, its Corinthian leather carrying case. But nobody really cares about any of that. What they want is the benefit of the shovel, which is a hole. So we should talk about how easy the shovel makes it to dig a hole. Or we could invent some other benefit of the shovel, or find another benefit of the shovel, right? So we could invent, say, shovel fit. So you could increase your fitness and strength and cardiovascular endurance by digging holes. And then we could talk about how this was the finest fit shovel for shovel fit. As long as it's not about the shovel, it's okay. It's about the problem the shovel solves, what the shovel does for the person who buys it. So this is an actual site that sells shovels. And if you'll notice, they're talking about how awesome the shovel blade is. Shovel blades and shanks are one-piece, rust-proof 14-gauge steel, taper-formed and heat-treated. Round blades have a slip-resistant turned step. Burnished, lacquered ash handles are double-riveted to the blade socket. Now, I wrote the bit about the fantastic hickory handles and the artisanal craft thing before I even pulled up this page. And there it is. How did I know that? Been at this for a while. It's the mistake that everybody makes. This is a bit of an exaggeration, but what I suggest you do is this. Instead of selling shovels, label the thing holes. The right shovel for the job makes it easy for you to get the shovel you need. And then you can fill in all the rest and people can make whatever comparisons they want. Some people are detail-oriented, but the information is structured correctly so I can quickly get what the benefit is. And if you click on a different shovel, you should get a different size or shape of hole, like shovels have different functions. What's this shovel going to make for me? So what's the hole here? No real estate agent wakes up and has a CRM problem. It's not how the problem presents itself in the world, right? It's not the... So from this landing page, the real estate agent has to immediately figure out how a CRM is going to benefit them. And the thinking required to do this is actual metabolic work. It burns calories. It's like a prospective customer walks up to you and says, "Can you pitch me on your thing? How's it going to benefit me?" And you go, "Sure. Lift this 50-pound weight 3 times and I'll explain it to you." How likely do you think that will make them to listen, or to buy, or to even like you, or not run away? So I would do something like this. Spend less time looking at screens and more time working with buyers and sellers. Automated workflows supercharge your relationships while freeing up your team. But look at these buttons. Are they focused on a problem that a residential realtor faces? Indirectly, perhaps. But no realtor on earth is ever going to say, "You know, my biggest problem right now is I need to take some of my precious time and watch a software demo." So clearly there's a better ask here. And the better ask is focused on solving their problems. So what if the buttons become something like this? 3 ways to get more clients with less work. And that leads you to the demo. And then you show them how it's done using RealVolve, demonstrating your product the whole time that you're explaining how you're going to make their life better. And automate boring, repetitive tasks, signs them up to take them through how easy it is to set up an automated response for a special event, like maybe the anniversary of someone moving into their house, so that all the people you've ever helped buy a house are communicated with in a meaningful way, at least once a year. And these are all problems, specific problems that real estate agents face over and over again. Every one of them needs more time. Every one of them would like to have more clients, and every one of them hates boring, repetitive tasks. So here's a few simple questions you can ask of any website, or really anything, to see if it's keeping the problem front and center. Number 1, is the customer the subject of the first sentence? Wells Fargo, "We're here for you." Fail. Wells Fargo is the subject of the sentence. This would be better. Need help right now? We've doubled our online and phone reps to serve you through this difficult time. So watch out for this trick. This is an implied subject. We're putting innovation to work for you. We are the implied subject. And this is terrible because it leaves the work of figuring out how that actually happens all up to the visitor. So this isn't even a sentence, right? World-class resorts. It's as if the website is saying, world-class resorts, as a topic. Give me a 5-minute hot take. I don't know what's going on here. And the second sentence has implied that we are the subject again. We are accepting reservations, right? Have the best of Las Vegas all to yourself. Now we haven't implied you is the subject of the sentence. You can have the best of Las Vegas all to yourself. There are, of course, better executions for this idea, but you see the principle in action. Second question. Is the first sentence the answer to a problem the customer has? So car care from Automotive Experts. So this is kind of an answer. It's the answer to the question of how am I going to get my car fixed, right? But I already know how to get my car fixed. I take it to a car repair place and they fix it. But my real problem is, how do I know I can trust a car repair place, right? This for me is a little better. So now this creeps me out. Just the whole way, the smile, the awkward handshake. Like, what's really going on in this picture? And then, Mr. Jenkins told me to treat you like family. My family is exceptionally sarcastic to one another, so I'm not sure that I'm in the market for that. But here's a way to make that more of an answer to a problem that the customer has. The best customer service in Charlotte. We treat our employees like family, so they'll do the same for you. But I think this might be the better problem as the weather heats up. Fix your air conditioning fast. Fastest response times in Charlotte guaranteed. Number 3, are you selling the hoe or the shovel? Have you put the benefit before the features? Pole pruners Smooth, precise cutting that makes quick work of tall branches. Visually, I think the design of this page is a little rough because I'm not too sure where to look first, but this is pretty good. Quick work of tall branches is the benefit. And obviously, for a guy who operates under kiloword.com, there is way too much copy for me here. But the first thing I would do is this. Put the benefit first, because this is the way people's brains work. And as proof, look at these reviews written by real people. If you spend some time, you'll notice these people aren't great writers, but the one thing they often do better than professional writers is to keep the problem front and center. We have a commercial steel pole saw, but I needed one that I, as a 5'3" female, could handle with ease. Right, is this thing going to be too heavy for me? It's focused right on the problem. So let's put all these principles together using this product listing on Amazon. Now, what problem does this solve for a customer? You don't even actually have to think about this. You can just scroll down to the reviews, and you can see it's zipline, zipline, zipline. I use this on a zipline for the kids, and it's super strong and it works well. Use it to build a 200-foot zipline. One thing you could try is zipline cable. And voila, your potential buyer has to do less work to figure out what the benefit is. Now, to be sure, there's a lot of things you can do with 1/4-inch steel cable. I would say you have different listings for the top uses, right? You could put different stickers on the packages. You do the work of making it easy for an attention-starved buyer. Keep the problem front and center. Unless you're a raging narcissist, it's not hard to do. You just need to remember to do it. And if you are a raging narcissist, I don't think you're watching my videos. I think you're probably watching yourself on your own YouTube channel. So there you go. Is the customer the subject of the first sentence? Is the first sentence an answer to a problem the customer actually has? And are you selling the hole or are you selling the shovel? Next up, how do you clarify the benefit of what you offer?